Hey, 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 this is Latanya Washington of a Tilt 2020 for Leaders, Latanya Washington and the Customer Culture. And I am excited to be with you all this afternoon because I think it has been a week or so since I have not been live. And so I'm excited this afternoon. And I have a great friend with me that in the form of Dr. Yvette Harris. And today, we're going to be talking about how we add value to one another because many times we have a tendency to simply look over one another and truly, truly not appreciate us for who we are or who other people are. And so we're going to talk about it this afternoon. And I am super duper excited about it. Give us 30 seconds. Hey, 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 it is Latanya Washington, and I am excited to be with you. And I'm hearing a little bit of an echo in the background, but there it is. There it is. We're good to go. But I have with me Dr. Yvette Harris and from EDR Consulting, and she has a company that deals with leadership development. And I wanted to talk to her this afternoon because, especially now during this pandemic, we've had people passing away. And a lot of times we have people that are just sitting around trying to find hope or looking for someone to even connect with. And so I wanted to talk to her in regards to how we add value to one another and how we can go about doing so. And so, good afternoon, Dr. Harris. How are you?
Good afternoon, Latanya. I am absolutely wonderful today.
Yay! I am so glad you are feeling wonderful today. I am feeling good. It is Monday. This is the last day of August. My birthday month is over. Now we're heading to September.
August flew by. August truly flew by.
It flew by. And now we're about to step into another month. What is it? Eight is sign of what? New beginnings. And here we go into the journey going forward. And so I wanted to talk to you this afternoon, and I wanted to talk to you in regards to how we add value to others. And I think it's a great topic of discussion because sometimes we forget. We had a great discussion right before we joined in on this show. And so, first of all, for the people, Dr. Harris, I want you to define what it means to add value to others.
Oh, Latanya, as I was preparing for this, value to me, two main components: caring, but then going one step or two steps deeper, listening. And not listening with the intent to answer, but listening with the intent to hear what's not being said.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Because I think a lot of times what happens is we're hearing people and we're already ready to give an answer or to tell people how to deal with the situation or go forth, but we're really not listening in between the lines. And I'm glad you brought that up, and really caring. So let me ask you this, because see, here we go. So tell me this: what does it mean to truly care about other people? Because a lot of times, I think a lot of times we go in with the notion of you give me, I'll get from you. But what does it mean to truly care for others? Come on, let's go with it. Let's go. We in this pandemic. We in the season. We got to talk.
Let's get it out of the way.
Let's get it out.
Social media,
yeah,
has become the new marketing direct mail.
Yep. Real talk.
And as soon as you ask somebody for some help,
Mm.
well, you know, I have a class on that. I have a webinar on that.
Mm-hmm.
I have a course on that, and you
Mm-hmm.
can talk. And but what if I'm not looking for I just need some help. I need somebody to talk to. I'm
Right.
not trying to write a book in 30 days. I I really don't want to tell my story. I
Right.
just want to tell somebody how I'm feeling
Right now.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong. I'm a small business owner. You're a small business owner. When the time comes for me to do a workshop, for me to do a course, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put it out there for clients.
Right.
But I'll give you an example. Recently, you know, I did my workshop, and thank you for sponsoring. And
Mm-hmm.
so I was able to take that sponsorship that you gave and give it to a parent for free.
Mm-hmm.
But if a parent comes and asks me for some help, and, you know, what do I do about my child? I'm going, my 21 years of education experience, I, what do you need?
Right.
I'm not going
That's
to
your
invite.
heart.
Yeah, and that's it. It's gotta be in your heart
Yeah.
versus just in your head and you trying to get it in your pocket.
Right, right, right. And I think, and I'm glad you brought that up because as I shared with you before, I said this is what we're supposed to do. It's a sisterhood. So a lot of times, and what it is we're adding value to one another because what you have, I have. What I have, you have. And I think that is something that whether it is a brotherhood or it is a sisterhood, and I think our goal today, Dr. Harris, is just to get people to understand that we have to be there for one another. We can't just pull back, but we need to be there for one another. And I believe, and I want to hear from you, whatever in my hand, I'm supposed to release that. And then God provides the increase. Come on. What do you say with
Well,
regard to
so let's go. Let me slide up in this chair a little bit.
that? We don't went to the other level from the questions, but come on. This is where we're headed to go.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
I'm if you want to protest, go ahead.
Right.
But at the end of that protest, we as a people need to get ourselves together economically. Okay?
Mm,
Because if we don't get ourselves together economically, we can go out there on the street all we want. Nothing is going to change. We're not going to get a seat at the table, more or less a voice.
yeah.
All right? So today, August 31st,
Yeah.
Apple and Tesla, both of those companies' stocks split. Now, Tesla, because it went up so high,
Yeah.
it may not be in everybody's wheelhouse to get a full share.
Right.
But I told everybody I could,
Mm-hmm. You did.
get you some Apple, get yourself some Tesla,
Definitely.
and then there were a couple other ones
Mm-hmm.
that I recommended. I'm not a stock expert, but let's be real. Everybody got an Apple something.
We
You
do
may not have an iPhone, but you got an Apple something in your
something.
life.
That's real.
And so why can't we be part owners and
Yeah.
make some money and set you have your babies, you want to send them to college,
Right.
and your child was just born, get you 10 shares of Apple stock.
Right.
And you
Right.
don't have to get them all at once and then let them sit there till your child get ready to go to college.
Right.
That's economic empowerment.
That's economic empowerment. That's
And
real.
so when you talk about adding value to others and giving what is in my hand, I've been called the walking computer. You call me, while you telling me what your issue is, I'm Googling something.
That's
I
true.
don't have time to be charging you for what I'm Googling, nor do I have time to take everything that I Google and make a class out of it and sell it.
Oh, right. Right. Right.
Let's just help some people. Let's help each other. And even in the gifts and the talents that we have and in the businesses that we have, why can't we take some of that and give it, especially to those that look like us, to help them? We're
Mhm.
supposed to reach back and bring somebody up.
Right.
That's what adding value is.
Right. Right.
That's what adding value is. Reaching back, bringing somebody up. Doesn't necessarily have to be the next generation, because there's some people in this generation that are some of our elders.
That's right.
Look, I'm telling folks as of later today, tomorrow, look here, you better go get your colon checked. You better go get your, we just lost a major
Right.
young man.
Young man. Right.
And here's something that we can do,
Mhm,
because whether you have Kaiser, whatever, Medi-Cal,
mhm,
Medicare, whatever, can you go get your colon checked?
mhm. And
Adding value.
adding value, and like you said, and that in and of itself is a form of caring. And I believe that a lot of times, you know, we don't, and we talked about this, sometimes we don't reach out to people because we think, or our perception of, they don't need any help, or oh, they're busy all the time. I tell people, yeah, I'm busy, but I'm not busy all the time. So it's literally okay to call me. I mean, seriously. And I love it, just like you, Dr. I love hearing people talk and hearing what they're going through and their accomplishments and even what they're dealing with. And if we need to be there for one another to get through it, so be it. And so for you all that are listening here, don't ever feel that I am too busy to talk to you or connect, because I'm not that busy, and I don't think any of us are that busy. What will you say? I don't think
Yeah,
any of us are that busy.
we're not that busy.
No.
And I know that adding value to others,
Hmm.
you got to start at home
Yeah.
with
Right.
yourself.
Right. Because do you believe you can really add value to other people if you don't value yourself? What do you think about that?
Again, I'm gonna go back to when, looking at the questions last night. How about the prayer of Jabez? The
Mm.
first thing, bless me indeed, O Lord, and enlarge my
My
territory.
territory. Hmm.
If I don't take care of me, if I don't get the proper rest, if
Right.
I'm not eating better, I'm not even
Right.
going to look.
I'm
But if
sure we
I'm
all do.
not getting rest, if I'm not eating better, if I'm not, learning and growing, we go back to business.
Right.
If I am not engaging in professional development, not so much to grow my business, but to grow myself, so that
Right.
when my clients come to me, I'm able to either A, give them the answer, or to put them in the right direction. What do I have to say? Oh,
Yeah.
let me get back to you. But getting back to you might be too late.
It may be too late.
So I have to, a very wise man who is, I believe, watching on YouTube today, drilled in me
Hmm.
from the time that I was about 6 years old. You got to look out for number one.
One. Hmm.
And I'm number one.
Hmm.
If I don't, shout out to my daddy. Hi, daddy. I love you.
Hey.
If I don't look out for number one,
Right.
I can't take care of
Right.
anyone.
That's right. That's real.
And
That's real.
in this time, in this pandemic, where people are either spending time with, just most of their time just with their immediate family members, or alone,
Yeah.
when you get around some other people that aren't doing things the way that you're doing them,
Mhm.
whatever you're dealing with in your household, it's going to come out.
It's coming out. Right. Right.
It's going to come out. It's, you know, they're calling it social distancing. I don't believe that. I believe it's physically distancing,
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
we do our Friday night in
Right.
Zoom once a week. So we've been more social
Exactly.
than prior to the pandemic. So we're
That's
not
right.
socially distancing, we're physically distancing.
Right.
We've been on Zooms with our whole families.
Right.
Again, adding value.
Right. To
You and I
others.
both are from the
Yeah.
East Coast. We
That's
can't
right.
get there right now. But seeing our family members' faces on Zoom once a week, once a month, it adds value to us. It fills us up. So then when we have to deal with our clients, we're able to do it a little bit more effectively.
That's real. And then and now you're giving from your surplus.
Exactly.
And so that's why I realize that we need one another. And no matter what, we need one another because no man is an island. And then two, let's talk about leadership when it comes to adding value to others, because I don't believe you can lead people if they don't respect you enough, or how you, I don't think it's necessarily possible to truly lead people if they do not respect you or trust you. So let's talk in regards to that, because I know even when it comes to what we have coming up, the conference we have coming up soon, it's about leadership. And I think it's some topics, and you deal with this even within your organization, within your company, leadership development. And that's another aspect of it all. I think a lot of times people want to lead, but I don't know if they know how to do it effectively, because are you truly adding value to others? Are you empowering other people, or are you just trying to see what you can get from it? Yeah,
Exactly.
let's go there. Yeah.
So one of my mentors, John C.
Mhm.
Maxwell,
Mhm.
his definition of leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less.
Mhm.
But in order to be able to influence people, they have to know, like, and trust you.
That's real.
I spent 21 years in education, and I worked with children that the education system, the juvenile justice system, and the social services system wanted to throw away.
Mm.
And one of the things that I learned early on was that if I shared a little bit, kept boundaries, but if I shared a little bit now and then about my life,
Yeah.
they got to know me. They
Right.
got to see that I was a real person, that I wasn't just Miss Harris, the mean teacher. So you know
You're
what,
not
y'all?
mean. You're not mean, are you?
That, you know what, y'all? I'm sorry. I was late this morning. I woke up late. Y'all see, I didn't get a chance to put my socks on right. And it made them laugh. Little stuff. Little stuff.
Right.
I forgot my lunch.
Right.
Things like that. And so it gives a chance for people to get to know you,
Yeah.
so that then they like you, and then that rapport, that trust is built. And
Mhm.
so when you talk about leadership, again, are you in it for the paycheck, or are you
Mhm.
doing a job working with and for people that you truly care about, not on a personal level, but care about doing the job, and care can you can you take some donuts into work once a month?
Mhm.
Can
Right.
when it's birthday, just let them know that it's their birthday.
Yeah.
And then as a supervisor, when you are not only training someone, can you find out some things about them? Because the reality is that most companies hire people because of what they see on the resume, but
Right.
they don't look deeper into the skills and the talents that they have that could better benefit the company.
Exactly.
And so
Exactly.
when you're asking about their likes, their passions, their desires, that helps you as the leader
Mhm.
learn how to better influence
Right.
those people that work for you.
That's it. That's it. And to empower them. And I truly believe that's what leadership is all about. As you said, it's being able to influence people to even do better and inspire. And in it, for me, honestly, it's a passion of mine, because I believe that's what we're here for. We were created on purpose, with a purpose. And it's
Yes.
not just about us, it's really about other people and bringing value to so many other people that are in the world, that are just literally, as I tell people, everyone's everyone has an assignment. We all have an assignment, and people are part of our assignment. And it's about what we do with that gift and that talent that God has given us, that will help everyone in the long run. And for me, it makes me feel so much better when I know that I'm doing what I'm called to do. And to me, that is to bring, as we were saying, it's to bring value to other people and to empower people. And when I do that, that's when God just rains down the blessings upon each of us that are doing what we were called.
Exactly. When you think about um, the teamwork,
Yeah.
there's a story that I've been reading about these last couple weeks when some of the disciples were in the boat and
Yeah.
Peter saw Jesus.
Uh-huh.
He jumped out the boat,
He got
left
out.
them with the fish and everything so that he could get to Jesus to get some coaching, to get some mentoring, to get
Uh-huh.
some teaching. But the guys, they didn't hate on him. The
Mm-mm.
other disciples, they brought the boat back to shore. They got over 150 fish together and took it on in.
Mm-hmm.
In the workplace, in the same way, that person that needs that help from that
Right.
mentor's got to be able to coach them in some things in addition to the job, because
Right.
you may find, if you really begin to care about a person, that that position is not their dream position,
That's
but you
right.
can coach them right on out into their destiny.
Right.
Because like you said, everybody has a purpose. I
Yes.
need this job for a season, but this is not necessarily my last ground. A good leader may coach someone right on out of the
Yes.
organization
You preach it
into their destiny.
into their destiny. And that's what it's all about. I mean, that girl, you just preached on that one. I ought to throw a shoe. Remember, if I was next to you, I would throw a shoe
You
at
know
you.
what?
But that's it. That literally is what it is all about, to help people get to that next level. And so, and
Yes.
I think honestly, if more and more people, and that's why we're here this afternoon, if more and more people were to think like that, what can I do to help my brother? What can I do to help my sister without putting that price tag on it, doing what I know I am gifted and talented to do? If I can bring my stuff to this table, we can be on another level. And
I,
that's and that puts a smile on God's face. That's what I
I
say.
and I believe that if we do that, if we help those, that's one of my mentors right there, Pam
Pam,
Parker. If
we
we help those who are in need,
yeah,
when we need those clients, don't think God is not going to point them out to us.
that's real.
But like I said, everything that comes out of our mouths doesn't have to come out with a dollar sign.
Right, right.
If Pam hadn't taken me, Pam,
Mm.
high powered executive in the
Hmm.
insurance industry,
Hmm.
and I was off to see the wizard when I met her and wasn't on the yellow brick road. Okay, she didn't have to take the time out to help me with some things,
Right.
but she did.
But she did.
Went on again, finished her career, opened up her own company, and and thanks to her, I can still lean on her because she's
Right.
been that entrepreneur.
Right. Right.
And but because of her, I learned some things. She added value to me,
Right.
and it
Right.
was never about, well, you need to make sure you pay me back, and
Right.
I normally charge $1,500 for this,
Right.
and da, 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 da. And I'm like, so when I think that we are at a very unique time
Yeah.
in society where we have an opportunity to give more than we might think. That was why when I posted, I said, when you are doing something, for are you always looking for something to be given to you? Are you thinking about what
Mm.
can this person give to me?
Mhm. Mhm.
I believe we're at a unique time in our society where if we spent some time giving of our time, our talent, and
Sometimes.
even our treasure,
Yeah.
that 6 months, a year from now, we're going to be overflowing like never
A whole
before.
nother level. A
Like
whole nother
never
level.
before.
And that's real.
And it's just going to depend, are you ready to give of yourself? Come
Yeah. Yeah.
on.
Yeah. 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 And you're right on that. If it's a mindset. It's that part right there. And I always say you cannot beat God giving.
You can't.
Do what you're supposed to do. Someone called me even on last night, on yesterday. Candy Lewis called me, and a good friend, and we don't have the chance to talk all the time. But you know what she said to me? She said, "You know what? God put it on my heart to just give you a call, just to see, hey, what's going on? Is there anything happening? Anything you need?" I said, "Girl, you ain't got to ask me one time."
Exactly.
Because there were certain things that I needed to have done, printed, certain things I needed to have done for something I have coming up. And I felt so blessed that someone just thought about that, because I always tell people perceive that, or everything's going well, or you don't need, they don't need any help. They got all this going on they're doing. But we're human beings. And so everyone out here can always reach out and check on one another and say, how can I help you? How can I bring value to your life? But as you said previously, and I think as Pam said as well, you have to, I think she said too, what was it she just said? She says, we are the solution to the need. We are the solution. I don't care I don't care if you think you a frog and you ain't bringing nothing to this table, but you're the solution to somebody's need. And I'm glad she said, that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and the thing is again, that's where I go back to
Yep.
listening,
Uh-huh.
because you can call somebody, like you said, Candy just called to check on you.
Yep.
Um, I've I've called people, hey, I'm just calling to say hello, da da da.
You
Okay.
called me Saturday.
And then
Right.
look,
You sure did.
just to see how you doing.
Yep.
And because I didn't see you Friday night.
Right.
I call people, ask them, how they're doing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, oh, Yvette, you know what? You know about this and this and this, and
Right.
I need so and so. Well, here you go.
Right.
Well,
That's
here you
simple.
go. It's just that simple. And so, but when it comes to my household, I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. But I also think, again, when we talk about the Black community,
Mm-hmm.
I'm so tired of hearing about, well, you a strong Black woman. No, I'm not. I'm resilient.
Use
Let's
that
not
one.
get it
How about
twisted.
that?
I'm
Okay.
resilient.
Right. Right. Right.
I'm resilient. I
Right.
don't let whatever may knock me down keep me
Yeah.
down for long.
Yeah.
I'm resilient. But no, I call and check on me.
Yeah. Check on us. Check on us, people.
As they say, call and check on your strong friend. Okay, well, call and check, whatever. But
Right.
but but don't
LaShawn
yeah,
said, say that. Right.
yeah. Like I said, I don't know. As I'm seeing people with
Yeah.
their businesses, I'm seeing it more and more and more. And or you take their free course.
Mm.
Look,
Don't
they
you
say
go
it's
there.
free, and you get a bunch of circle talk.
Don't go there. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay, you don't went to the other side of the mountain. All right. So so let me ask you here. Because we could talk about this all day long, because honestly, we're supposed to be here for one another. And that's what it's all about. And that's the whole purpose of, us even having this conversation, is to get people to understand, we're supposed to be here for one another. And so let me ask you this, and I wanted to definitely ask this question. So how do we bring value to others? What do we need to do to ensure that we're doing that?
So I had this conversation with a group of women last week. All
Mm-hmm.
of them were business owners.
Yeah.
And I said to them, it's not about giving everything that you have away all the time.
Right.
But can you, once a month, hey, look, we're going to take 2 hours, 2 hours in a month,
Mm-hmm.
because I know that you want to learn the bidding war. You want to learn about
Yeah.
how
That's
to
right.
get
Big.
contract ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be online. We're going to get on this Zoom for 2 hours.
Right.
Have your pen, have your paper, have your computer ready,
That's right.
and we're going to knock it out. And now you are in a position to
Yeah.
go and find some possible contracts to bid
Right.
on.
Right. Just because you added that value.
2 hours. 2 hours out your whole month. I don't even
Right.
know how many hours in a month, but 2 hours
Right.
a month. So you take that small piece of whatever your business is.
Mm-hmm.
You have the customer culture.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do two
Don't you?
hours on customer service? I'm just
Can we get some of that? Hello.
can
Hello.
we just talk about how to answer the phone?
Th-
Let's talk
that's
about
a day
this.
journey.
Customer service. Can you make sure
Right.
that your social media posts that you advertising about your
Right.
business are spelled correctly?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She said that part. LaShawn, you already know Yvette was gonna go to the other side. You knew it. You knew it. We knew it. But
If you
if it's
you
real.
want to get
Yeah.
customers, but your
Yeah.
post is misspelled,
Mm-hmm.
put it
Mm-hmm.
on a Word document first, check spelling, check Grammarly, and then post it.
Right.
Have a
And then
wonderful
even
day.
and even with that, and it's up to us to say, hey, you know what, I saw something, it was misspelled. So just jump in real quick and change it. And that's another thing. And it's just like, just don't sit back and start talking about one another. Be like, child, she misspelled that word. No, go to that person, go to that individual and say, hey, okay, I see you need help in this area. I see you misspelled, or if you need anything, somebody else to, you're trying to find someone, let me refer you to that individual, stuff like that. And I think that's another thing that we have to understand. We can't add value to one another when we're sitting back and we're chit-chatting and
And we're
and and
judging.
talking about one, judging and talking about one another all the time. That's not bringing value, because then what begins to happen is now the person you're chit-chatting with, now they're looking at that person crazy, and that person that has done absolutely nothing to the other individual. And
Exactly.
I think it's a mindset of it all. And
But
so
that's just it.
yeah.
You want to be a leader, but you don't understand adding
Mm,
value. So that
mhm,
means you don't have a leadership mindset yet.
mm-mm,
But
mm-mm.
let somebody help you
Yeah.
instead of, oh, I got this. I can
Right.
do this. I got a
Right.
degree. I got a
Right.
whole bunch of them, but that don't mean I
Mhm.
don't need any help.
Right. 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 Right.
Because let's just be real. I don't know anybody that's been to college and they
Mm.
taught you how to open your business.
Nope. No, it's straight academia, honey. It is straight it is
I
straight from the book. You better open up that book
and
from that
write that paper.
publisher and write that paper and do that assignment. I already know, because here it is. I'm in academia. I'm in academia, but the good thing is I'm in both, and so you begin to understand it all. And so I want you to give your last words on this afternoon, because I think we want people to understand we're in a time and age. We have social uprisings. I mean, it's still happening. It's still happening. We have people passing away. We have this pandemic going on. We have an election coming up. So give us your final words to the people that are listening this afternoon, and those that will be listening later on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook watch parties. Give them some, I almost want to say, give people hope. Can we give people some hope this afternoon?
Absolutely.
Can you do that?
Absolutely. You know
Yes.
what? I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
You might take a break from the news.
Yeah.
The only time I see the news is on my phone, in Google, in
Mm-hmm.
one email. I can see the news. I control the news that I
Yeah.
watch.
Right.
Take a break from the news,
Mm-hmm.
go out for a walk,
Yeah.
sit down with a book or a tablet or something, and just start writing out everything.
Yeah.
Set the timer for 15 minutes and
Mm-hmm.
write out everything that comes to your mind, from your grocery list to what you have to do to how you're feeling. Just get it all out on paper.
Right.
And if it brings some tears, have your cry.
Let it.
But know this: there's no shame in asking for help.
Yes.
There's no shame in saying I can't do this alone.
Right.
And I guarantee you that if you ask,
Mm-hmm.
you'll receive,
Yeah.
because there's people out there that care about you.
Yeah.
There's
That's
people
right.
out there that care about you.
You. That's right.
And
That's
we
right.
we are going to be all right.
We're gonna be all right.
We're going to be all right. It might take a minute,
Yeah.
but if we work together for as much as we can,
Yeah.
we are going to be all right.
We're gonna be all right. And that's the word for this afternoon. We're gonna be all right. And find someone that you can, check up on. Check up on people that you know. Just because, we see people on social media, we assume that everything is going okay, but it's okay to pick up that phone and just check on someone and
The
just see
phone
how they're doing.
the
I
phone
said the
still
phone.
works. The
It
phone
still
still
works. It's
works.
still, we don't have to send text messages all the time, but just pick up a phone and check up. You don't know how that will make someone's day. I mean, Candy calling me yesterday, that made my day. And
Yeah.
so it was such an amazing, just an amazing experience because honestly, I mean, being vulnerable, people don't do that to me all the time. I just got a couple people that do that, you know. I know LaShawn is here and you are here. I mean, it's just a few, and I have, my best friend, but it's not that people call up and check up on me. But y'all can call and check up on myself. You can call and
Call.
call Dr. Harris
Look,
and just see how
don't
people
let
are
that
doing.
doctor fool you. Don't let
Okay.
that doctor fool you.
It's all good. It's all good. So thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. I so appreciate you. We are able to add value to one another. We are a
Yes.
sisterhood. And as I always say, we're supposed to do what we do.
Yes.
When you call on me, I'm supposed to be there for you. When I call on you, my sister is supposed to be there for me. And that's why, and we get it. Sometimes everyone's not able to, but I think we have to get to that point where we say this is a sisterhood. And I know if I can call on anybody, I can call on that individual. And
Yes.
so, and so thank you again for being with us this afternoon. I'm so excited that your dad got a chance to watch you all the way from Philadelphia. That's
Yes.
that's where my Randolph clan is from, back there, back in those neck of the woods. And so until next week, you guys, this week, I say to you, connect with someone that you may not have spoken to in a while and just say, hey, how are you doing? Is there anything I can do for you? Learn to add value to others. But first and foremost, make
Listen.
sure you listen
Listen.
to
Listen.
what it is they have or what's happening. And then two, make sure you take care of yourself so you're able to give from your surplus. Is that right?
That's it. That's
That's
it.
it. That's
That's
it.
it.
So
Thank you.
thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Dr. Harris. I see there are still comments on the side. I haven't had a chance to get to them, but we'll get a chance to see what other people are saying. I'm excited about everyone's future. I'm excited about what God has in store for so many people. I'm excited about the doors that are opening. I'm excited about
Absolutely.
where our feet are headed to. We
Yes.
can preach this afternoon because God is good and
And he has a
he is
purpose for
worthy.
everybody.
A
He
purpose
has a
for everyone.
purpose and a plan for our lives,
He
that
does.
if we took some of this time, you don't know, the person that you pick up the phone and call
Right.
that you haven't talked to in the last 5 years may say the very thing that'll
Exactly.
set you on the trajectory to your purpose. You're not sure where to go, what to
That's
do,
real.
and you just, oh, I'm gonna call so and so, and that may be the person that's gonna just, oh,
At that time. That's real talk. At that time for this season in your life. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, Dr. Harris.
you're
And until
welcome.
next Monday, you all, we appreciate you so much. And we'll see you next week, next Monday on Night School.